Are you interested in a simple wrap for your faceted stones? Do you only have round wire to work with? Well, in today's tutorial, I have a simple design for you just for those small faceted gemstones. But first, hi, my name's Melissa and welcome to my channel. All right, let's get started. I grabbed the stone here. It's a 9x7 faceted garnet, and this was gifted to me many years ago. So I think I'll wrap it today. I'll use my simple wrap, which I'll modify for faceted stones. I was going to use 20 gauge and 28 gauge. When I look at the size of the stone here, it was just too big. So I ended up bringing out 22 gauge round. And since I have it, I've got 30 gauge round sterling silver wire. All right, so I usually cut like 3 times the size of the stone. It's 9x7, but I'm going to cut about 3 inches. And all I need is 3 wires. Right in the center is where I'm going to put my weaving wire, and that'll be at the base of the stone here. I'm going to get my ring clamp here, because I have trouble holding on to things. My weaving wire is going to be right around there. And my weaving wire, like I said, is 30 gauge, nice and thin. And I'm going to do a few passes of a sumac weave. I'll show you what that is. And we're not going to do too much weaving, just a few millimeters to tie these wires together. I'll link these bobbins down below. They sure do come in handy for keeping your wire neat, so I recommend getting these. Okay, so we're going to anchor our wire on the bottom wire here. I usually number my wires. I just number upward 1, 2, and 3. So to start off, we're going to come up around the bottom wire. We're going to go up and over. 1 and 2, out between 1 and 2, up over 2 and 3, out between 2 and 3, up around number 3 itself, come down, out between 1 and 2, up around 2, down around 1, and up around 1. Smush that down. Once again, up around 1 and 2, come out between 1 and 2, up around 2 and 3, come out between 2 and 3, up around 3 again, come down, come out between 1 and 2, up around 2, and then go around number 1 again. Okay, let's do another pass. Up around 1 and 2, out between 1 and 2, up around 2 and 3, out between 2 and 3, up around 3 again, come out between 1 and 2, up around 2, and then around 1. And take my stone out now. We'll kind of compare it. I think that's enough. So yeah, that's all we're gonna weave today. I'm gonna anchor this wire on number 1 again and trim it. Obviously it's not in the center, so we need to fix that. Trim this side as well. Compress that weave as best you can. I thought I cut 3 inches, but it looks like I cut 3 1/4 inches. We're doing okay. Pretty much in the center here. Let's see how wide this is. Start shaping our wire around a mandrel. The mandrel should be as wide as our stone. That way, when we fit it up against our stone, it should be a nice, good fit. Of course, they're round wires. When you work with round wires, they tend to go all wonky on you, and they like to do what they want to do. Square wires tend to lock together better, but not everybody has square wire, so I figured I'd show you how to do this with round wire. So now we got our curve, and the side ones, what their job is they're gonna fit underneath the girdle of your stone to hold it in place. These back ones out of the way. Let me get my polishing cloth here in case I drop it. Slide that stone in there. Your side wires are going to fit just beneath your girdle, and your front wires are going to cross in front of the table. Your side wires are going to converge up in top here. And they're going to make your bail. You can kind of see it taking shape here. And I'm pushing the side ones together, and we're going to weave that together with a modified sumac. Let me put my stone down, get the front and back wires out of the way, and we're going to weave these two together. Grab my 30 gauge again, and same as before, I'm going to anchor it on one of the wires, push my wires together, and go over the top. And around the top wire once, go behind, and go around the bottom wire once, and around again and across the top. Go around once, go behind, go around the bottom wire once, go across the top, go around the top wire once, bottom wire once, over the top, top wire once, behind, bottom wire, and that's the pattern. Smoosh that down, and I'm going to go ahead and do this whole thing. Make sure you smush them down, because you may think you're almost done, but then you smush them down and then you have a lot to go. This weave looks best when it's really compact. Sometimes I grab my wires and push them down this way. I think I'll end it there. Go 3 times around. Snip it. I'm sure all these wires down here got all wonkadoodle to line everybody up again. This stone should sit on top of these wires. We gotta do some adjusting for that. Pull the weave down. Squeeze them together a little bit. That's better. That looks good. So you want your middle wires to do that. Let's shape our bail. These are bail making pliers. These are handy as well because they're not tapered. I'll link these down in the description as well. So I'm gonna bend it over like that. I'm gonna bring my wires through the center. And lock these wires down on either side of the frame wire, middle wire here. Just gonna go once around because I don't need to take up any room, any more room than I need to. All right, so let's bring them around. We're gonna snip them off in the back here. Okay, tighten it up. Okay, is that still fitting? Yeah, it's pretty good. Next, I want to quick show you the weave. The top of your stone's going to be up here. The top of your weave is going to be near the top of your stone. And then the bottom here, where you started and ended your wire, are going to be on the bottom. Or back, I should say. Kind of out of sight. So I'm going to start shaping my wires. I'm going to crisscross the top wires. Front or top, whatever you want to say. They're going to crisscross over the stone to help lock it in place. Okay, make sure everybody's even. Get your stone in there. Okay, and then you're going to wrap these wires around the frame as well, or the middle wire. Keep checking, make sure they stay even. And I'm going to start wrapping. Same with this side. Just gonna start like curling it. Bring it around that wire. I'm coiling downward for these. Just slowly getting it tighter and tighter. I'm going to come to the back here and try to tighten it up this way. Same with the other side. That looks pretty good. I don't know if I want to cut them yet. Maybe I want to work on the back. The back wires are going to crisscross as well, but you're going to kind of bend them out first. Since our stone is not flat and it comes to the point in the back, we need to bend our wires out to accommodate for the point. So I'm going to take my flat nose pliers, and I'm going to bend them up. Bend them back, I should say, to put like a cage over that point. Crisscross them. We're going to go below the other wraps. But see how the bend in there kind of protects the point? So that's why I did that. We're going to bring these up right under my other wraps here. In the same manner, I'm going to wrap them around. I'll go downward as well. Just keep curling. I kind of straighten the wire out as it curls so I can tell what I'm doing. Okay. Can bring that up. All right, this side, start curling that over. Bring it through, bring it around, curl, curl, tighten, tighten, curl. Tighten. Okay, getting there. Still looking a little wonky. My goodness, look at that. Gotta straighten up our weave here. Don't smoosh down on your wires too hard. They're very tiny. At least mine are. Straighten those up. Nobody's completely tight yet, so we can still do some fiddling. Just kind of grab and twist. This side too, kind of grab and twist. Twist. That tightens it up. Bring it up. Grab at the base. Twist. That looks pretty good. I think I'm going to cut the backs. So let's get these guys situated. The weave looks wonky again. Bring these in to lock that weave in place too. There. Next we gotta do these front wires. Make sure they're tight enough. Like I did with the back, you kind of grab the base, give it a twist. That seems tight enough. Let's go to this side. This needs a little more tightening than the other side. Grab the base, twist. Seems pretty good. Cut them right there and tuck them in. Tuck them in there. That looks good. What do you think? It's kind of cute. I think that turned out pretty nice. Look how small it is. So what do you think? I really like how it turned out, all small and dainty. Next week I'll have a tutorial for you using a larger faceted gemstone. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when that video comes out. And if you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment, let me know what you thought, and don't forget to trust the journey. Wire wrapping takes a lot of patience and practice, so don't forget that. Have a great week and see you next time. And if you're curious about that cabochon simple wrap, you can check that out here. Bye!